meteorologist Ryan Breton.
Okay, back on the Weather Watch. The rain's still coming down, going to be a nasty night, but also like really, really warm out there, Ryan.
Yeah, you were just coming in about an hour ago.
Yeah, did not need a jacket. It was very weird.
It is, and it's not going to last. By the time most people head out tomorrow morning, temperatures will be much colder than they are right now. But we've got a lot of rain to go through, Angela. Take a look at this list of rain totals just in so far. Milford topping it. New Haven County with the most rain so far, closing in on 3 inches of rain there. Shelton, Wallingford closing in on 2.5 inches. Durham just a bit over 2 inches. Northern and eastern Connecticut as well as northwest Connecticut has not seen as much rain yet, about an inch of rain in Hartford and getting close to that in New London. All of the state under a flood watch. And I think in this case, because it's a lot of rain spread out over about 12 or 18 hours, we're probably going to see more stream and river flooding than we experienced in the flooding events we saw over the summer. A lot of those were flash flooding events when you get like 3 inches of rain in 2 hours and the city streets can't handle it. I think in this case, it'll be a lot of smaller streams and rivers that are coming out of their banks, flooding some streets and some vulnerable spots tomorrow morning. So it may be tough getting around, especially once we get past 3, 4, 5 in the morning, as it'll still be pouring in some spots. Here's a look at the radar now. It's certainly tough getting around if you're trying to just drive through this rain. There are some downpours working through the southern part of the state. You can see around Meriden, Guilford, Durham getting into this heavy rain, Haddam, Old Saybrook, and then we'll take you farther north up the Connecticut River into the Hartford area. A good downpour, it looks like, right over Middletown and Portland, as you see here. Cromwell in the middle of some heavy rain as well. Now, this band is moving east, so heavier rain coming into eastern Connecticut. And then there's more where that came from. There's a lot more heavy rain down through New Jersey and D.C. All of this is coming up our way. Take a look at the temperatures. It's 60 in Hartford, but 40 in Syracuse. This colder air will be coming in later tonight, and the places that stay the warmest the longest, so southeastern Connecticut, will be at risk for the highest wind gusts. I think western and northern Connecticut, the air will be a little bit more stable because it won't be as warm, so you won't see as much wind there. Let's go through the timeline here for the rain. Midnight, it's still pouring in spots. 2 in the morning, that rain from the south keeps coming up. Periods of heavy rain. 4 in the morning, about the last gasp of rain and wind over eastern Connecticut. And then we should have some lighter rain around daybreak that then starts to taper off. But it could end as a touch of snow in the northwest hills tomorrow morning, believe it or not, as that colder air comes on in. So we're looking at a widespread 2 to 4 inches of rain. But there will be some places that get over 5 inches of rain, and that does really increase the flood risk. And it looks like it'll be in this zone here from about Milford up through New Haven County and then perhaps into northeast Connecticut as well. Let's talk about the wind. It really is just southeast Connecticut that will have potentially damaging wind gusts or winds that knock out power. There could be some isolated issues inland, but it's really southeast Connecticut. And you can see that here. The wind stays strongest here while it actually may die down a little bit temporarily overnight before kicking in out of the west and northwest as that colder air comes in during the day tomorrow. So it'll be gusty tomorrow, but not enough for any additional power outages. All that said, here's a look at your planner for the day tomorrow. It's wet to start, but the temperatures don't rise much. If anything, they start dropping through the day as that wind kicks up. Tuesday looking nice, mostly sunny. Wednesday fairly quiet as well. A brief cool down for Thursday, but it looks like the temperatures recover later in the week. And once we get rid of this storm, there are no other storms in the forecast through next weekend. We'll keep following it for the next hour right here. Angela, back to you.